It's Monday, October the second day of Halloween, and today we're talking about jack-o'-lanterns. The legend of jack-o'-lanterns goes back over a century to Ireland. I'm really beginning to think everyone's Irish on St. Patrick's Day and everyone's Irish on Halloween. In fact, the story was so popular in Ireland, it was even published in the Dublin Penny Journal in 1836, and then subsequently several other publications over the following years. Stingy Jack was a really sketchy dude, a drunkard, a liar, and a thief. In fact, he was so bad that when the devil heard about him, he said, "I want to meet this guy, maybe collect him." So the devil finds Jack and watches and sees that it is all true. So it's time to collect a soul and take it to H-E double hockey sticks. There was no way that Jack was going to go easily. So he tricked the devil and he said, "Why don't we go to the bar one last time before we leave?" The devil didn't see any harm in it. After all, he's the devil and this is just some guy. So they go to the bar and together drink enough to actually kill a man. You don't get a name like Stingy Jack by accident. So when it came time to pay the bill, Jack weaseled out of it. He said, "Why do I have to pay the bill? You're the one taking me." Well, the devil didn't have any gold. I mean, what would he need with it? So this is where the trick came in. Jack told the devil, "Turn yourself into a coin. I'll pay for our drinks, and then when the bartender's not looking, you can just turn back and we'll be on our way." And if you would believe, the devil fell for it. He turned himself into a coin, and instead of paying the bill, Jack pocketed him right next to his silver cross, which prevented the devil from turning back. The thing about having the devil in your pocket is that I imagine it probably puts you on edge. I mean, you can't let your guard down with somebody like that. So Jack tells the devil, "Hey, look, I'll let you go as long as you promise not to come after my soul for the next 10 years. And the devil kind of is known for making deals, so he agreed. After all, Jack really did kind of have him by the pair. So for 10 years, Jack lived a life of debauchery, doing his thing, as it were. And then the devil came back to collect. But can you believe it? Jack tricked him again. As they're heading on their way, he sees a tree and says, "Pick that fruit from me. My stomach is growling." You don't want to listen to that the whole way to H-E double hockey sticks. So the devil climbs a tree to pick an apple, and Jack encircles the tree with crosses, trapping the devil again. Honestly, at this point, Big D's losing street cred. And Jack says, "I'll let you down if you promise to never collect my soul." So the devil agrees. "I'll never collect your soul, Jack." It wasn't too long later, though, before a life of debauchery and drinking had caught up to Jack, and he finally died. So when Jack dies, he's not going straight to the basement. He goes upstairs, and God himself comes through the pearly gates and says, "Yo, not in my neighborhood. You are not coming in here." And he cast him from heaven. Jack finds himself right in front of the devil. And he pleads, "Let me in. I've got no place to go." But you know, the devil is kind of known for making deals, and people don't make deals with him if they think he's going to go back on it. So he's like, "Hey, man, I'm a devil of my word. And I said I wasn't going to collect your soul. You can't come in here." He did take pity on Jack, though, and gave him one burning ember from his fires to light his way through oblivion. Because now Jack's stuck in purgatory, the in-between. Jack put the ember in a carved-out turnip and used it to light his way, and still to this day walks in the in-between. The Irish people called his ghostly figure Jack of the Lantern, and he could be seen walking when the veil was thin on Samhain. The Irish and the Scots began carving turnips and large potatoes and putting them in their windowsills or by their doors during the time when the veil was thin to keep Jack and other evil spirits at bay. The tradition even spread to England, where they would carve beets. When Irish people began to immigrate to America, they brought these traditions with them. And here in America, the native pumpkin made a perfect Jack of the Lantern, later shortened to Jack-o'-lantern. Even to this day, Stingy Jack festivals are pretty popular. There's one that takes place up in Asheville, North Carolina. There's one in Monticello, Georgia. I've actually seen a couple of them. So the tradition lives. It's just not as well known as it used to be. And that's the history of jack-o'-lanterns summarized. Brightest blessings, y'all. Don't be a jack.